Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's One Piece Treasure Cruise video, I will be showcasing 3 different teams for the 3 variations of the Super Boss in Kizuna vs Uta. I actually will also include in this video an alternative for both the team versus Strength and the team versus Int, simply because I am using a Usopp Yasop friend captain and they are extremely rare to find. At least from my experience, I can barely find one, and both of the optimal teams versus these 2 variations use Usopp and Yasop as a friend captain. But in case you do not have the unit or you cannot find a friend captain like me, I will present you an alternative. Both teams of course work very similarly, but if you do not use Usopp and Yasop, the damage you actually do is a lot less, especially versus Int. It's better to help your alliance though in some way rather than not help at all. If you enjoy my One Piece Treasure Cruise content, do not forget to subscribe, I would really appreciate it. And now, without further ado, let's proceed and challenge the Super Boss in Kizuna vs Uta. First up, versus the Sai variation, we are going to use 6-star Yamato with the friend captain 6-star Uta. We have the amphibious Nostra Castello as our ship for more damage, but you can use another ship if you do not have it. For our dual units, we enter on Jinbe and page 1. And you need to activate your Uta special in stage number 1. Do not forget it, like I almost do here, activate it so you can have the maximum attack boost and ore boost in the final stage. Something else very important, we are using 2 supports, but they are free to play at least. We have Treasure Map Disguised Luffy on Yamato, so he can remove attack down as you can see in stage 2, and then Frankie will reduce attack down in the final stage. But before we get there, activate V2 Chopper to reduce the resistance to cerebral attacks Oven has, then activate Shanks for the full board of matching slots and the chain boost, and then the super class ability of Uta to increase your ore boost and attack boost in stage number 3. Chopper is also mainly for stage number 3 because we want a 2.5 times color affinity boost for majority of our units, hence why you need to hit 3 perfects in stage 2, but if you miss Chopper, just replace him with another color affinity booster. Another thing is that Shanks does provide a chain boost to make stage 2 more comfortable, but I'm not certain he's necessary. If you really want to make replacements and need utility, or you can add more damage to the team, you can try replacing Shanks as well. The first special for stage 3 though is Jinbe, to give you a base attack boost, reduce attack down, remove damage reduction, and proc support Arena Frankie to completely remove the attack down. Then you super swap page 1 to ulti for the chain boundaries, and you activate her so you can get a full board of matching slots and a very high conditional attack boost. Have in mind, the conditional attack boost will only work if you have Yamato as captain, not Uta, so you cannot swap them around, and you also need Luffy support on Yamato. You activate her last of course for a chain boost, easier perfects and a full board of Wano slots, and then her super type for even more damage. Still have the boosts from Uta and Chopper, so you are ready to attack, starting with ulti page 1, ending on either friend captain Uta or Yamato depending on the final tap ability levels, which mine are both level 1, but I was still able to do over 6 billion damage. My team versus the strength variation with no new units actually will be using Super Tandem Law and the friend captain Usopp and Yasop. Here I thought I need to super swap Usopp Yasop for enough damage in stage 2, that's not the case, so you do not want to enter on Yasop, you want to enter on Usopp and super swap in the final stage. Very important though to activate the super class ability of your Super Tandem Law in stage 1, so you can carry the conditional attack boost in stage 2, but not have it in stage number 3. Then our first support will activate Treasure Map V2 Legend Crocodile will remove Chain Lock and give us chain boundaries, he's attached to the Oiran trio, very good support for this quest. And after that, you want to activate 6 plus Frankie. He will give us an attack boost. If you do not have Frankie, you can use another attack booster that fits the team, it's fine. Again, you do not need to super swap, you need to activate Beppo though, who gives you a full board of TNT slots and also gives you a chain boost. He guarantees Law a TNT slot, you begin your attacking chain with Law, Beppo, then Frankie who has barrier penetration, and then anyone else to pretty much finish off Zoro, whatever his color actually. You need to have in mind that your friend captain, Frankie, and also the Oiran trio are the units with barrier penetration, and you also must have maximum despair sockets, a despair reducing support like Corazon on Law to remove despair, and you also must have Beppo's double special activation. Then you want to super swap Usopp to Yasop for resistance drops and then activate them for a conditional attack boost and a base attack boost. After them, you super swap Ace to Yamato to get chain boundaries and then you activate their special to get an attack boost for everyone. You want the conditional attack boost of Usopp Yasop though, not Ace Yamato, so make certain you activate them first. Then you activate Beppo for the full board of matching slots and a chain boost. Then comes your Captain Law who will give you an Orb boost, his unique chain boost and overheal, which is important because finally you want to activate the Oiran trio to get a color affinity boost and remove attack down. With maximum health, the color affinity boost will be higher. Now you are ready to attack, starting from your strength units, then Beppo, then Franky, ending of course on your captains and specifically Usopp Yasop for the maximum possible damage. With the super swap in the final stage, I am pretty certain the damage will be very close to 2 billion. For the alternative option for the team versus strength, in case you cannot find a Yasop Usopp friend captain, we are going to use a Bone Clay friend captain. Everything else will remain the same. You will activate Law's superclass in stage 1. You need your maximum despair sockets and despair removing support like Corazon on Law. You need Legend Crocodile, so in stage 2 he will remove the chain lock applied from Zoro and give you chain boundaries. At maximum level they start from 2 times, an extremely good buff from a support. And after that you want to activate Franky to get an attack boost. Then activate Beppo for the guaranteed matching slots of course and the chain boost. And you want to start your attacking chain with your Captain Law to apply defense down to Zoro and activate your conditional attack boost. Then comes Beppo to increase the attack boost, then someone with barrier penetration, and with your 4th attack you will break the barrier, so whatever Zoro's color is, either Dex or Sai, you can pretty easily defeat him. Now for the final stage, we of course need Beppo's double special activation limit break ability at maximum level. Corazon support alongside sockets will activate removing despair, and what you want to do is activate Bone Clay's special for a base attack boost of course. Not his super type, only his special for now, turning him into a Q unit. Even better to turn him into a Q cerebral free spirit unit for more damage. Then you want to super swap Ace to Yamato for chain boundaries and also to apply burn to the enemy through immunity. Then you activate their special for an attack boost to everyone and also a conditional attack boost. Then you activate Law for an Orb boost and his unique chain buff, but also overheal. Then Beppo for the chain boost and the guaranteed matching slots. The Oiran trio to get a color affinity boost, higher because of maximum health and to remove attack down completely. And finally Bone Clay's super type ability to of course increase the damage coming from your Q units. My team versus the Int variation will be using V2 Super Sugofest Luffy as captain, with the friend captain Usopp Yasop entering on Yasop. Even though his Q and technically does not get special cooldown reduction, it's a boosted unit, so do not worry about that. And for you to have a more comfortable time in stage number 2 versus Franky, I would advise you to use support rare recruit Jinbe on Luffy and also stall a bit in stage 1, farming for some matching slots on everyone except Zoro Sanji. Not that hard to do because many slots like Dex and Q also become matching. Entering stage number 2 now, despair sockets at maximum with Corazon support on low will remove despair completely, and then you want to activate Luffy to get an attack boost. Jinbe will also activate, giving you a slight chain boost, and you also want to activate the super type of Luffy. That way all of your subs get their specials back, and now you are ready to attack, based on of course slot advantage, and make certain you attack with Zoro Sanji relatively early because they are not a fully boosted unit. The Liberal Hind as your ship here, farming a bit for matching slots in stage 1, and of course Jinbe as a chain boosting support definitely help you to beat stage 2 easier. For the final stage now, Legend Nekomamushi support on Chopper will activate, reducing attack down by 2 turns. After that, you want to activate Chopper himself. He will remove paralysis, reduce some attack down as well, and then give Luffy his special back. you want to activate that special of Luffy to get an attack boost. After that, you want to activate Zoro Sanji. They will give you a very high color affinity boost, and support Arena Frankie on them will activate, completely removing the remaining attack down. They will also apply increased damage taken and give Luffy his special back again, which of course you want to activate again for an ore boost. Then super swap your friend Captain to Usopp to drop the enemy's resistances and activate him to get a base attack boost and also a conditional attack boost. Luffy's special cannot be maxed again, of course, we have reached the limit, and now you want to activate your V3 Law so you can get chain boundaries, and after that you activate Yamato at the end for a full board of Wano slots, a chain boost, and to make perfects easier. Increased damage taken is already applied, so now you are ready to attack, starting with Zoro Sanji, ending on either V2 Super Sugo Luffy or Yamato, depending on which one of the two units has the higher level final tap limit break ability, of course. I'm ending on Luffy, both of my units are level 1 anyway, and we actually do over 7 billion damage. For an alternative team versus the int variation, in case you cannot find a Yasop Usopp friend captain, we are going to use Yamato as our captain, we are going to replace Luffy with Bon Clay, and then use Luffy as a friend captain instead of Usopp Yasop. The supports will remain the same, but this time we cannot use Jinbe as a chain booster. It is fine, I am pretty certain if you farm for some matching slots on your Sai units in stage number 1, and also use the Liberal Hind and good stat boosting supports, you can clear stage 2 pretty comfortably. Of course, the strategy pretty much remains the same. In stage 2, Corazon and Sockets will remove Despair, then you want to activate Luffy for an attack boost and his super type to regain your crewmate specials. Then you proceed in stage number 3, where Nekomamushi will activate, reducing attack down. Then you activate Chopper, removing paralysis and the rest of the attack down, while also helping Luffy regain his special. You activate Luffy again for another attack boost. Then you activate Zoro Sanji for a color affinity boost to apply increased damage taken to the enemy, and also activate Frankie to completely remove attack down. Arena Frankie support, that is, of course. Luffy regains his special again, you activate it again for an ore boost, and now we have reached the limit of activations. After that, you want to be very careful, because in order to get Wano slots, you need to activate Bon Clay first, because he will give you a full board of RCV slots, but we mainly want him for the base attack boost. You do not want to change his color or classes. Then you activate V3 Law to make all of the RCV slots guaranteed matching and also get chain boundaries. And finally, you activate Yamato's special and also super type to get 2 different types of a chain buff, and then also get a full board of guaranteed Wano slots, while also making your perfects easier to hit. After that, you attack, starting with Zoro Sanji, ending on either Yamato or Luffy, depending on who has their final tap limit break ability on a higher level, and you do lots of damage. Of course, you are going to do considerably less damage than what you did with Usopp Yasop as friend captain, but if you cannot find one and you do not have Luffy as well, this is a decent alternative, I believe. Sorry, I do not have gameplay for this team, but I actually beat the int boss with the other team, and I cannot be bothered to farm tokens again to challenge all of the super bosses, especially because this video is delayed. Now it's out, hopefully it helps you out. If you have any questions, definitely ask me in the comments below, I will do my best to help. And of course, if you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, do not forget to leave a like, I would really appreciate it. I worked a lot on these teams, and if you also want to see more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, definitely subscribe to the channel. As always, thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.